What happened? Oh,
No, that's normal.
That's normal. Let me just set up here.
Okay, so how many groups? We have two
We have
groups?
two groups. We're going to first go through the level B, which is 58.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
All
And this
right.
will be a simple in and out.
Right.
Okay.
I'll enter a 6 for out and 7 for in.
Do you want us to all mute ourselves, right?
Yes, yes, please.
Gonna go on mute. Okay.
Okay. Danube at night.
In,
Country boy mine.
out,
Italian village.
out,
Reflections.
in,
Kaleidoscope lunch.
in,
Scrabble.
out,
That's for leather dyeing.
out,
What makes the Basilio Santa Croce different?
out,
Her Bentley. Sorry, I didn't hear it.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Out,
Shakespeare window Stratford on Avon.
out,
The server.
out,
Tree at sunset.
in,
Land iguana.
in,
Smoky curls.
in,
Tools from past trades.
out,
Murano Canal.
out,
Looking up.
out,
Yellow Rose Stratford on Avon.
in,
Looking for a handout.
out,
Brigade for bird.
in,
Caribou, are you staring at me?
out,
How about a snack?
out,
My Venice dinner view.
in,
Totem.
out,
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
out, out.
Sorry.
Okay,
English castle.
out,
Three of a kind.
out,
Pelican pal.
out,
Main Street Bridge in IR.
in,
A cheaper way to travel.
in,
Sorrento lemons.
out,
Love at first sight.
in,
Bath UK Bridge.
out,
Watermelon.
out,
Vista at Alaska Animal Preserve.
out,
Grays and whites.
in,
In Rome, choose your motorcycle.
out,
Up the downstairs.
in,
Babbling Brook.
out,
Reflections at Maggie Pond in infrared black and white.
out,
Metal artist.
in,
Lazy day on the Potomac.
out,
Marine iguanas.
out,
Rusty hook.
out,
Ready for takeoff.
out,
I guess the groom found a familiar face.
out,
Can't see through.
in,
Big brown bear.
in,
Drink from here and get an A.
out,
Danube glory.
in,
Susitana River view.
in,
Don't disturb.
in,
Pink tulip in infrared.
out,
Lake by Kilimanjaro.
in,
Stonebridge Pond in IR.
out,
Tomato.
out,
Old homestead at Country Boy Mine.
in,
Crisscross.
in,
Abstract world of ice.
out,
Okay, give me a second. Okay, round 2, we have 23.
you want me to in and out again?
Yeah, we'll do one.
Okay.
Yeah, this will be the last in and out.
Okay, I'll do in and out again.
Yeah. Danube at night.
In,
Reflections.
in,
Kaleidoscope lunch.
out,
Tree at sunset.
in,
Land iguana.
out,
Smoky curls.
in,
Yellow rose Stratford-on-Avon.
out,
Frigate bird.
out,
My Venice dinner view.
out,
Main Street Bridge in IR.
out,
A cheaper way to travel.
out,
Love at first sight.
in,
Grays and whites.
in,
Up the downstairs stairs.
out,
Metal artist.
in,
Can't see through.
in,
Big brown bear.
in,
Danube glory.
out,
Susitana River view.
in,
Don't disturb.
out,
Lake Kilimanjaro.
out,
Old homestead at Country Boy Mine.
in,
Crisscross.
in.
Okay, well, we've got 12. So what we're going to do now is you're going to critique these and hopefully get a first, second, and third. And we'll take like 4 HRs on that. Okay?
You want the first, second, and third, and then there's going to be 4, so you can have 7 winners, so to speak.
Right.
Okay.
Because let's say 4 to 6, okay?
Okay, you'll have 4 to 6
HRs.
HRs. Is there a first, second, and third?
Absolutely.
Okay, so it's first, second, and third, and 4 H, so it makes 7 total.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So and we got 12.
And we have 12.
So I need to eliminate 5.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Then let's just go
Let me
one
just see if
more.
I can eliminate 5.
You got it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Danube at night.
In,
Reflections.
Just Dave, if you want to make comments now, that would be good on each of them. Like why
Okay.
you like it or not.
all right. Okay. Okay, when I hit the number, all right, let's see how this works out. Do you want to go back to the one I
Okay,
just
hold on a second.
yeah, just
Uh,
okay. All right, I like how the image is balanced.
let me just go through here, okay? Go
Okay.
ahead.
All right.
Day
All
noon
right.
at night.
Okay. All right. I like how the image is balanced. The lighting is nice. I think you have just enough sky in the image and just enough water to show, the water's a little rough, but at least you're showing a semblance of the reflection. The only thing I might have added a little bit more, I might have added a little bit more to the left side. Next.
So this is
Oh,
out, right?
that's in.
It's in. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want me to comment?
On all 12,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to give a full comment as if I was judging. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reflections.
Okay, I think to make her crop this nicely, you have a blank sky, so you cropped it down, reasonably tight on the trees. The image is well balanced. You got a nice reflection. Um, I like the way that there's a separation in the clouds and the water. Um, in.
Tree at sunset.
Okay, obviously the lighting is key to this image. Silhouette created by the tree is nice. Um, I think you have just enough sky. The only thing I might have done to the image is added a little bit more to the base. In.
Smoky curls.
Here's a very interesting image. I like the way it's almost coming out of the corner of the image. Of the screen. I like the color. I like the angle, and I like the uh, type of almost looks like um, an inverted triangle, and then creating very fanciful positions on the smoke. I like the image. In.
Love at first sight.
All right, it's a good close up of a dog. You're getting really eye to eye with him. Might have opened up a little bit more on the left, just so it's open on the right, and I understand why, but maybe just a little bit more there. But it's a pleasing image of the dog out.
Grays and whites.
All right, this is interesting. I think the black and white works well here. You got a nice diagonal. And the subject matter is kind of interesting. It keeps your attention, so to speak. In.
Metal artist.
Okay. What I liked about this one is I like the foreground sculpture and leading up to the looks like the proprietor. And then in the background, you have other forms of his work. I think it tells a story. I think it's an interesting image. Out.
Can't see through.
Basically, I like the pattern here. I like it's a it looks like a black and white, and I think the maker cropped it well. I think the only area that's not cut is the centerpiece, but it seems to work. The only thing that bothers me a little bit is the interior lines that are flowing through the rectangles out.
Big brown bear.
Okay. I like the way the maker kind of offset it in the image. The detail is very, very sharp. It looks like the maker did something to it to give it that sharpness. Um, I think if the maker also, that the subject is offset in the image. The thing is that I would have taken, I'd have cropped it more from the top and given it more base because his paws are almost hitting the base of the image out.
This Susquehanna River view.
Okay, here's a nice soft rendition of a scene, slightly pano. I think the cloud up on top is very important in the image. It gives it kind of a area of interest because we have a foreground element, looks like an island, and going out, you have a cloud bank in the distance, but the lighting is soft here. The lighting is kind of pleasing. Um, in
Old homestead at Country Boy Mine.
Well, I like the kind of difference here in the two buildings. Maker showing the environment by leaving a bit on top. Probably I would have called for a bit more on the bottom from the stairs on the right hand, building. I probably would have like a little more base to it. Out.
Crisscross.
This is a very strong image. It looks very dynamic to me. I love the lines in the image. I like everything about this image. Just this particular pattern works very well to me. In
Okay, well, now we have 7.
Okay. Now, do I have to pick from
What you're
here?
going to do is you're going to pick first, second, and third, and the rest of them will be HR.
Okay. All right. The first is the pattern that I just saw on the far right.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The purple smoke or the blue smoke, whatever the blue smoke.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Second.
Yeah.
And let me see. It's always tough. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. I'll go with I'll I'll go with the tree.
This one.
Oh, yeah, I'll go with this one.
Okay. 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 First of the Open Best of Year honorable mention. Danube at Night, Benita. Fantastic. Wow. Reflections, Alan. Really nice. Grays and Whites, Diane. Way to go. Susquehanna River, Sandy. Excellent. Third place, Prius Benita again. Wow. Second place, Sandy. That's smoky. And first place, Chris Cross. Jerry, you did it. Fantastic. Once again, first place. Okay. Now what we have is Best of Year A's.
Okay.
Okay. And we have 123 of them. And take a breath, everybody, and then let's get going. Lily of the Night.
Out.
WTF.
Out.
Illuminated at Night.
Out.
It's nice. It's not nice to stare.
Out.
Small piece of the puzzle.
Out.
Serene.
In.
Two swans.
Out.
Leisurely walking into the Wakadahachi River, whatever that is.
Wakadahachi. Out.
Okay. Good.
In.
Falling leaf.
In.
Street paver.
Out.
Abstract xenia.
Out.
The support group.
In.
Beauty of bare fall tree in infrared.
In.
Paper hanger.
In.
Turquoise.
Out.
Caged.
Out.
Shout.
In.
Cornhole.
Out.
Jordanian ibex.
Out.
First wheel at night.
In.
Dahlia Valley.
In.
Spires.
Out.
Born in black and white.
Out.
Monkey face.
In.
A different Christmas.
Out.
The boss.
Out.
African elephant.
In.
Do not disturb.
Out.
Slot Canyon.
In.
Morning snack.
In.
Circle of life.
Out.
Holding on to full moon.
Out.
Sorry.
Out.
Yellow and orange.
In.
Rocky Shore.
Out.
Haunted church.
In.
Looking up a palm tree at sunsets.
In.
Slovenia Canal.
Out.
Marshland scene.
Out.
Cornflower garden.
In.
Lampshade.
Out.
Old thing.
Out.
Great Wall of China.
In.
The cockpit.
Out.
Lynx.
In.
That close enough.
In.
Jasmine cloud.
Out.
Lines.
In.
Take the shot.
Out.
Autumn Lake.
In.
Steel structure in the morning sun.
In.
Golden arches.
Out.
Reflections on a forest pond.
Out.
Purple rose.
In.
Decayed.
Out.
Blurred night.
Out.
Pick a card. Any card.
Out.
View down the canal.
Out.
View of Manhattan from a Brooklyn park.
In.
Dahlia splatter.
In.
Fence.
Out.
Whirlpool rider.
In.
Snow cone.
Out.
A blend of colors.
Out.
Dahlia garden.
Out.
Paraplaning along the Atlantic.
Out.
Merlin falcon.
Out.
AC included.
In.
Compliments to of the house.
In.
Back pedal.
Out.
Street corner.
Out.
City squirrel.
Out.
Heidelberg panel.
In.
Fence and shadow.
In.
Dahlia wake up.
Out.
Sky, land, ocean.
Out.
Kodak anastigmat.
Out.
Resting but watching you.
In.
Mom and hungry chicks.
In.
Gladiolos rose.
Out.
Gator.
In.
Country scenic.
In.
Heron in profile.
Out.
Gladiolus morning mist.
Out.
Keep out.
Out.
Standing proud.
In.
Ready to be driven.
Out.
Jerusalem song.
In.
New York Marathon.
Out.
Tide pool and ocean early morning.
In. Fuchsia.
Fuchsia drops.
In.
Stair maze.
Out.
In the colonial window.
Out.
Dahlia enjoy.
In.
Relax.
Out.
On a dinner table.
Out.
Rose drop.
In.
Singer Island.
In.
Old photos, old memories.
In.
Sailing.
Out.
Night lights.
Out.
Foggy fall coastline.
In.
Dahlia midnight.
Out.
Condo sunset.
In.
Reflections on the 4th.
In.
Persian painting.
In.
Fear.
Out.
By a window on a rainy day.
Out.
Night flight.
Out.
In need of TLC.
Out.
Getting dinner for the kids.
In.
Lounge chairs and table.
Out.
Huddled in the cold.
Out.
Ghost forest.
Out.
Nighttime snowfall.
Out.
Painting with light.
Out.
Blue expanse.
Out.
Man and his dog.
Out.
Millions of years in the making.
In.
Distortion.
Out.
Beach time.
Out.
Independent.
In.
Okay, next round we have 50.
Okay, so we got 50 now to go through. Okay, so another in and out. Okay.
You got it. Mhm.
Okay.
Serene.
In.
Good.
Out.
Falling leaf.
Out.
The support group.
In.
Beauty of the bare fall tree in infrared.
Out.
Paper hanger.
In.
Shout.
In.
First wheel at night.
Out.
Dahlia Valley.
Out.
Monkey face.
Out.
African elephant.
In.
Slot Canyon.
In.
Morning snack.
In.
Yellow and orange.
Out.
Haunted church.
Out.
Looking up a palm tree as the sun sets.
In.
Coneflower garden.
Out.
Great Wall of China.
In.
Lynx.
Out.
That's close enough.
Out.
Lines.
In.
Autumn lake.
In.
Steel structure in the morning sun.
In.
Purple rose.
Out.
View of Manhattan from a Brooklyn park.
Out.
Dahlia splatter.
Out.
Whirlpool rider.
Out.
AC included.
Out.
Compliments of the house.
In.
Heidelberg panel.
Out.
Fence and shadow.
In.
Resting but watching you.
Out.
Mom and hungry chicks.
In. In.
Gator.
Out.
Country scenic.
In.
Standing proud.
In.
Jerusalem song.
Out.
Tide
In.
pool. That's in. Tide pool.
Yeah, it's in.
Okay. Fuchsia drops.
In.
Dahlia enjoy.
In.
Rose drop.
Out.
Singer Island.
Out.
Old photos, old memories.
Out.
Foggy fall coastline.
Out.
Condo sunset.
Out.
Reflections on the 4th.
In.
Persian painting.
Out.
Getting dinner for the kids.
Out.
Millions of years in the making.
In.
Independent.
Out.
Okay, we have 22. I guess we can talk about 22 if you want.
Okay, how many are you going to have it as a finalist?
Let's do again. Let's try to do it first, second, third, 4 to 6 honorable mentions. Or do you want to go another round? It's up to you.
First, second, and third, and then so you have seven
Yeah.
winners. Is
Yeah,
that correct?
that's good. 7, yeah, 7 is a good number.
Okay, why don't we do another in and out if you could? Because
You
we
got
got
it.
22 here. Is that okay?
That's fine. Perfect.
Okay, all right.
Serene,
Out.
the support group,
In.
Paper hanger.
In.
Shout.
In.
African elephant.
Out.
Slot canyon.
Out.
Morning snack.
In.
Looking
In.
up a,
Okay,
I'm sorry,
I'm sorry. In.
in. Great Wall of China.
In.
Lines.
Out.
Autumn Lake.
In.
Steel structure in the morning sun.
In.
Compliments to the house.
Out.
Fence and shadow.
Out.
Mom and hungry chicks.
Out.
Country scenic.
In.
Standing proud.
In.
Tide, pool, and ocean early morning.
In.
Fuchsia drops.
In.
Dahlia and joy.
Okay. In.
Reflections on the fourth.
Out.
Millions of years in the making.
Out.
Okay, now we're down to 13.
Okay.
Now you can talk about them, and then,
Sure. That's fine. That's fine.
okay. The support group.
Okay. I like the, as again, I like I like patterns, but I like patterns that work. And in this case, I think the patterns do work, and the lighting is good, and the detail is good. Next.
Okay, so we're
Do I
keeping,
go in and out now?
well, we have 13, so we have more than,
We have more than we need. So, okay. So you want me to eliminate how many?
uh,
We have 13 and we need 7. So that means 6 have to be
six out, yeah.
6. Okay. Take this one out.
Paper hanger.
Okay. I really like the simplicity of this. The way it's depicted. I'm glad the maker put a white line around it so I know where it begins and ends. I think it's framed well, a little bit tight on the bottom, maybe a little bit more room on the bottom, a little bit more room on the top. But outside of that, I think I think it's well handled, but it's out.
Shout.
Okay. Real nice expression here. Lighting is nice and even, it's good. Great detail. I can see every little hair. And the background is nicely muted, where it doesn't interfere with the main subject. In.
Morning snack.
Okay. Bluebird, doing his hunting to take care of the young. Um, I think the bluebird is handled well. I like the color. I like the detail. Catch light in the eye, bug in the beak. The only problem is that there is a little bit more around the bird than necessary. I think the image needs to be cropped a little bit off the top, and I'd say about a third of the way in between the end of the frame on the right and the bird's beak out.
Looking up a palm tree as the sun sets.
Well, I like the angle of the tree. I like the way the maker did that. I like the sharpness of the image. You can almost see every little strand in the image. And what obviously makes the image is the sky. You got the orangey on the bottom, going up to bluish and then orange. It's a very it has a really nice appealing look to it. In.
Great. Okay. Great Wall of China.
Okay, this is interesting. I like how the maker framed the image. I like the leading line. I like the person in the image, which shows a sense of scale. Also, you have an interesting sky. You have a nice cloudy sky, and the sky has some interest. And you also see a nice shadow being formed by the right-hand wall on the pavement and or on the walkway, so to speak. I think it's a very well handled image. In.
Autumn Lake.
Okay. This image is kind of compelling because it has a very painterly look to it. And I like the way the maker handled the reflection. and the soft kind of painterly color of the image, where everything seems to flow, nothing seems to stand out as far as color. You have a little bit of brightness in the back shoreline where it's kind of light. I mean, it's a pleasing image, but it's out.
Okay. Steel, steel structure in the morning sun.
Not much I can do about that.
I know.
Uh, Obviously, two major factors in this that make a compelling image is the sky and uh, the structure itself. Um, it's centered, but that's okay in this particular case. However, I would have liked to see just a hair more on the bottom, just a little bit more base, a little more trees, because I think it's a little tight there. Out.
Country scenic.
Beautiful image. Kind of reminds me of the other kind of scene with the water and the trees. However, this one has more contrast, and I like the way it's framed with the arching tree over the river. Obviously, the sky is beautiful, casting a nice soft light on everything. And you see a pathway going down on the left side, also bringing your eye to the back, besides the partial view of the river. Nice image. In.
Stand me proud.
What really gets me in this image, first of all, I like how it's cropped. I like the fact that the maker left more room on the head is kind of is maybe a little bit more to the right, but the body, as you can see, the neck is kind of bringing the head more to the right. But if you look where the body is more to the left. I think the maker handled the cropping of this very well because it's a tricky image to try to crop because you generally like to leave more room in the front, whichever way an animal or a subject is facing. You'd like to leave a little more room there to give it space to go into. In this case, I think you handled it well. I like the lighting in this image, and I think the background of the clouds add a huge amount to the strength of the image. It's a compelling image. And
Tide pool and ocean, early morning.
I think this is framed very well. I think the maker just has enough foreground, has that muddy bank foreground. The water in the foreground is showing the reflection of the sky. Um, I think the placement of the sun is in a good spot, just slightly off center. You've got rays coming out on the left, which kind of correspond with with the main kind of shoreline in the center. Everything about this image works for me. In
Fuchsia drops.
It just has a very painterly look to it. I think the background is a complementary to the colors of the fuchsia itself. The fuchsia is on a slight angle, just a very slight angle, but I think it's important to give the image a little more impact if it is on an angle rather than be static. The background is, as I said, nicely colored, nicely muted, almost painterly to that aspect. Um, and I believe, I don't know if that's a drop on the bottom or part of the statement. Looks like it's part of the statement, but I think it's cropped well, nicely handled in.
Dahlia and joy.
Now, what's compelling about this image is the black and white and the detail in the subject itself. The maker did a wonderful job even though it's centered in this, it's centered very often compositionally when you offset something, it's more compelling and has more interest than something centered. But that's not there's no hard fast rule in photography. I mean, something can be centered and be compelling. And in this case, it's compelling. The black and white works well to pop the detail. The lighting is nice and even, and the image has impact, and it has depth to it, which is very important. That's in.
Okay, well, we have 8, so we're going to do first, second, third, and the remaining ones will be honorable mention.
Great. Okay. All right, I'm going to go for first place.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with the scenic. That's number 4 in. There you go.
there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I hate doing this because they're all winners as far as I'm concerned. Um, Second place, I'm going to go with I'm going to go with the monkey.
Okay.
And third place, I'm going to go with the scenic that's third from the right. There it is, right there.
Okay. Good. Okay. Best of year A, honorable mention. Looking up a palm tree as the sun sets. Walter, beautiful job. Great Wall of China. Harvey, once again, maestro. Standing proud. Harvey, I kind of thought that was yours. Beautiful. Fuchsia drops. Dave, really beautiful, really artistic. Dahlia enjoyed. Dave again. Wow. Third place, Tide Pool and Ocean. Mario, really, really great view. Second place, Shout. Harvey, once again. And first place, Country Scenic. Harvey, wow, tonight's your night, Harvey. Okay.
Harvey, send me the check next week.
Ah,
Yeah. Okay, I'm doubling your pay, by the way.
Beautiful. Beautiful images.
Thank you.
Yeah, very nice.
Okay.
very nice. Thank you very much. We went through those quite well and picked out some good ones and appreciate that. I just want to congratulate Benita, a newbie who won third prize in the B group. I think it was third, right? Benita's
Yes.
tree. I think she left already. And welcome to Judy, who's our newest member. And so we have a few new members here, and I hope that you took something away from this, and hope that it will motivate you to want to, to be part of our contests, but no pressure.
Yeah.
And you too. And so it was a very, everybody, if anybody else has anything to say, I don't want to hog the screen.
No, I learned a lot and I learned how this competition goes. It's the first time that I actually saw a best of year. So yeah, and it inspired me to start putting some photos
Good,
out
very
there.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been to any of the, Lori, have you been to any of the contests? I
No,
think
only the one we did in the clubhouse that one time. That was quite a few months back, maybe
Oh, okay.
spring.
Yeah.
But this one was more involved and
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot. Yep.
Okay, you get to see actually the best of all the ones that have been up. So
Yeah.
and I don't know yet. I have to decide when we're going to hang this group of photos because we just hung the last contest. We have a new contest coming up, and we're going to do. I've asked everybody to contribute for a special exhibit, so we may have to break up that special exhibit so we can get these best of the year up. We'll have to see how many there were 7 and 8, so that's 15 that we need. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Keep me
we'll
posted. Yep,
make a decision. Okay?
yep.
Do you mind if I ask a question of Dave?
Sure.
Normally we don't, it's not a competition, regular competition, but I'm just kind of curious what your feeling is. In times past, we've heard a lot of judges talk about clipping wings or cutting, or like in wildlife photography, taking off parts of the body and stuff. What's your general feeling on that? Because I try to do stuff where you're getting in close and get more into the personality. There was one of the monkey that was up close, and I'm just kind of curious. Are people
I
getting
like,
away from that?
there's, it's hard to put a generalization on that because there's all different compelling, there can be all different compelling views of the subject. In that case, what got me was the expression that the maker caught. Also, the quality of the image was very good. You have to look at a combination of things. If you're doing street photography or other types of photography, the story is very important. The story overrides everything. So you have to look at a story in street photography. But if you're looking at artistic art photography, then you have to look at the artistic way the maker handled it. And it has to be, something that, listen, there are some images that are very arbitrary that I'm going to look at and I might discount, and another judge might think it's great. So, but I
But
do
you wouldn't, as a
when I look
general,
at a nature image, I look at certain basic qualities of the image. Okay, I look at lighting. I look at the position that the subject was shot in. I look at the sharpness. Um, uh,
but as a general rule,
it,
you would knock
what?
something down if it clipped like wings or
It,
legs or.
I can't answer that because I got to see the image.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, you
Let's
wouldn't, as
say,
a
hold
general
on.
rule,
If
knock
let's
it
say,
out.
no, listen
Yeah,
to me.
okay,
If you were going to if the focus is on the head and the beak, and let's say there's something in the bird's mouth, I'm going to look at that. I don't care if you get rid of the rest of the bird's
okay,
body because that's compelling.
okay.
It's a compelling image. Also, when a bird or let's say a bird is flying, there's all different wing angles. There's all different, there are some wing angles that are very favorable, and there are others that are not that favorable. So, and then the positioning within the frame, all these things have to
Okay.
be taken into effect, and they got to be taken into effect very quickly because you only have so much time to look at an image. I've been doing this for 25 years, so I'm pretty used to looking at images and I can size them up fairly quickly. But there's some that throw me too, where I have to really look at them. But yes, depending on the image and what the maker is trying to show, you can cut things, but that's a very loose way of saying it because the bottom line is you have to see every image stands by itself, and you have to look at the image to make that judgment. I hope that gave you some answer.
Yeah, yeah, no, I just in times past, like I do a lot of bird photography, and in times past, sometimes a wing is clipped or something, or you come in close, and I've heard judges say, "Oh, you cut off part of the body," and they don't like it
Well,
automatically. Well,
well,
what I'm hearing from you is you don't do it, and that's fine.
well.
That's what I think is
I,
great.
I try to see what the maker was trying to show me,
Right.
and also does the image work?
Yeah, yeah,
Am
yeah,
I
yeah.
okay? I mean, I've done a lot of bird photography, so I'm very familiar with the ins and outs of it and the problems somebody faces when they photograph them. Um, but there's a lot of factors. It's not just cutting it. There's a lot of factors that go in. But to answer your question, I have to see the image in order to be able to make
Yeah, but I think you answered the question.
but
You
I'm
don't
fairly,
automatically downgrade it because it
no,
clipped.
I don't automatically
Yeah,
downgrade
yeah,
anything until I see what's going on.
yeah,
And then I see if it helps the image or it hurts the image, in my opinion.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Anybody else have anything?
I just want to say, Harvey, that monkey needs dental work.
Hopefully the monkey smiled better than Mario.
You know, I really yeah, I enjoy that one. It makes me smile. It's funny. Yeah. How'd you get him to pose like that?
You know how many peanuts it took me to get him to do that?
And I want to know how you got on the Great Wall of China with only one person on it. Because when I was there were an awful lot of people.
Yeah.
That was a nice shot, by the way.
Yeah. What'd you get up like in the middle of
I
the
like how
night?
you framed the shot.
Thank you.
And black and white was probably more compelling than in color.
Very nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this was fun. And yeah. So
Okay.
the best, can you believe it? It's the best of the year already. So it's already November.